Y'all have already heard about it, so I'm not going to dig into it too much. But because people are stupid, we're doing this again. Fox News decided to run an entire, it's another Dr. Seuss segment. We're doing this again because all we know how to do is repeat outrage, outrage, outrage. The woke left mob is taking over the entire United States while still, and I will repeat this until the end of time, the narrative of whatever is happening right now in America is being controlled by the right, consistently and dominatingly by the right. And do you know why it's being able to be dominated by the right? Because they literally will just say, whatever they say is wrong, this is the truth. The left, I hate defending the left here for this because there's just so many idiots who are so sharp and so indignant towards actually understanding what they're saying to the people that they're saying it to. The left sadly goes, they're lying. We already told you the reality. Why would you believe anything else? Now, I'm going to stop myself real quick because I understand how that fucking sounds. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say a lot of the people who are so-called leftists, really just liberals, fucking stupid, okay? I can easily, point out the extreme bad faith arguments that a lot of people on the left have. Whatever. But when it comes to media, the reason why I can easily say the right dominates this entire story and it's literally a climb back up to even be equal in terms of speaking power, I like that. Is because the major underlying concern that's been around since, Trump got taken off Twitter, said the cancel culture thing. I'm being silenced. The network still exists, and I'm going to show you in a few minutes, I guess maybe 30 minutes, why on earth that's not even remotely true. Because people are coming out and saying real brandishing shit out their mouth, and nothing's happening to them. So I guess cancel culture don't exist on your own network. So if it don't exist there, and you're still allowing people who have been silenced to speak there, then how are you being anyway, we know that. So, Larry Kudlow says Biden's Green New Deal means no meat for the 4th of July. Have grilled Brussels sprouts instead. Kudlow says Biden's climate plan comes from ideological zealots who don't care about America. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Wow. Way so much to unpack there. Thank God, though, Daniel Dale doing the thing. Conservatives just latched onto this shit easily. Joe Biden's climate plan includes cutting 90% of red meat from our diets by 2030. They want to limit us about 4 pounds a year. Why doesn't Joe stay out of my kitchen? As if Joe Biden himself is coming down to, y'all talk about law and order all the time. Your whole entire identity for the past 4 years has been law and order. I want law and order. Then another person comes in and they're like, maybe we should make a law about this. No, I don't want to follow the law. So you can, okay. I hate making this comparison because not everything needs to be about systemic racism, but you can see where some people might be skeptical about your beliefs in law and order when you specifically don't follow laws that you don't like. So why is it that you're so not understanding about other people? And we're not talking about hard, some people just murdering 60,000 people. We're not talking about that. But you can understand where a traffic stop for a license plate tag that you just got fresh and the temporary tags are in your back window. You can understand why some people might act really aggressively. Why are you stopping me about license plate tags, bro? Why are you doing that? What is wrong with you? I don't want to follow that. Even though I'm doing it, all of a sudden it's a problem. You can't understand that, and you should just comply. Remember? Oh, shit! Yo, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I need to be in here all the time, because the tangents will come. Hold up. Wait. So for the last 4 years, I've been hearing from literally the right the entire time. If you just complied, the police wouldn't shoot you. But your whole identity on masks is don't comply to the socialist agenda. So you want a police state. You do want a fascist state because it supports your identity, not everybody's identity. And if it don't, the people whose identity it doesn't support, I guess aren't Americans. So anybody who doesn't fall in line with the GOP standing point is not an American. So you have a core belief in your party that is equal to, if not greater than, the woke mob itself. Which means me and you are fighting over the same thing. Oh, so wait a minute. If your problem is not complying to general health procedures and having outrage issues on certain guidelines set to be better for the earth, then our side is saying don't have systemic issues in place that allow for the random killing of black and minority citizens, or let's not have bad ethics policies on pay. Hey, appreciate the sub. Let's not have disparities in let's not have disparities in our society, in our communities. Let's increase the amount of opportunities in poor neighborhoods so that way other people have a chance at generational wealth. I've already said this multiple times in the past, but if you live in the projects for 40 years, I think you should have a stake in being able to own that apartment and pass it down. Generational wealth. Oh, it's a low-cost apartment that I know will go to my kids so they can save up for something else as opposed to needing to worry about where they live. They can add amenities to it. They can change the flooring. They can make it a better, environment for themselves. We could clean the places up if you added equity into those apartments. Why don't we add equity into almost all low-cost apartments? So after 20, 30 years living there, you don't just get booted out by any reason and it goes to the next bidder, or they buy it out and put up a fucking high rise. There's ways to do this. So if the left's issue is that, and the right's issue is that, and both sides are saying you should comply to the standard set, then the actual argument is somewhere down the road, you don't like the rules set by the left because it's across the board and therefore hurts white people, privileged white people, while on the other side, you want all the non-white people to comply to how things are so we can present ourselves as better, and then maybe you'll view us as equal. You see where the issue lies? And I don't hate digging into issues like this because they're nonsensical issues. But this is why they run these stories as though they were actual problems. Because the underlying argument is they're chipping away at your standard of living. They're trying to make you feel fearful about every section of your life. The most mundane things. You're wearing, I already did a cancel culture segment already, which is part of it. You're wearing glasses. You're trying to be more white. Take those off. Joe Biden wants you to take off all your glasses. No more skateboarding after 8 p.m. They want to attack your way of life when that issue doesn't actually exist. We're about to cover that. Donald Trump Jr. I'm pretty sure I ate 4 pounds of red meat yesterday. That's going to be a hard no for me. Why the fuck are you eating 4 pounds of red meat in one day? That's a problem. So Biden says we can have 4 pounds of red meat per year. Biden's climate plan will reduce red meat consumption by 90%. The southern states would definitely succeed over that. Are burgers and steaks about to be outlawed by the Democrats? What happened? The Daily Mail ran an article that dishonestly connected Biden's climate plan with a not at all about Biden's study. Two others on the right just ran with this. The Michigan study is not about the Biden plan at all. It looks like what would happen if hypothetically cut their meat. Daily Mail took the biggest hypothetical percent reduction study that falsely made it sound like Biden demands this. In children's terms, the study found that if people reduce meat eating by a lot, emissions would fall by a lot. Daily Mail was like, Biden wants to cut emissions a lot. Therefore, he'll force people to reduce meat eating by the same amount this random study looked at. Other words, makes no fucking sense, but they ran with it. The Hamburglar, no burgers for thee, just for me. Blah, blah, blah. It's bullshit. We know that. I'm here to break down this just because I want to do it like I always do, from a standing point of, reality.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Kudlow.
I'm not going to listen to him speak, though. I'm still suffering economic shock from yesterday's Earth Day. It was back because President Biden announced a 50% cut in carbon emissions in only a few years. We're just going to throw a wet blanket over this booming economy for sure. Of course, it will wreck the fossil fuel sector, which still accounts for about 70% of our power. Speaking of stupid, there's a study coming out of the University of Michigan which says that to meet the Biden Green New Deal targets, America has to, get this, America has to stop eating meat, stop eating poultry and fish, seafood, eggs, dairy, and animal-based fats. That's literally not what that study said. Okay, got that. No burger on July 4th. When I talk to you about things like this, I want to specify this because you might miss this in your fervent rage to complain about what I say. I don't know why, but you choose to do this. Ask yourself one question. And I want every viewer that's watching my channel right now to ask themselves this one fucking question. Why did he pick July 4th? Why didn't he pick Memorial Day? Why didn't he pick New Year's? Why didn't he pick Thanksgiving? Why did he pick the most patriotic holiday of them all? You, the avid Fox viewer, probably have said in your head already, well, duh, it's the most patriotic. Well, of course. You always think about burgers on July 4th. Because burgers are American and Biden is destroying America. So when you tell me you listen to the mainstream narrative, what is that then? Why is it always tied back to American ideals? Are vegans not American? Who says you can't have a burger on July 4th? If you were to limit your red meat consumption, and let's say you only had, or let's say this was real, let's, sake of a fucking argument, let's say this was real. Why couldn't you just wait till July 4th to have a burger? Why couldn't you wait till July 4th to have a steak? And this was the dumbest part. I'm sure Middle America is going to love that. Can you grill those Brussels sprouts? So get ready. You can throw back a plant-based beer with your grilled Brussels sprouts and wave your American flag. Call it July 4th green. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but all beer is plant-based. What is it made from, guys? What is beer made of? From beer hops, which are, wait for it, grown! Holy shit! Like, and that's my problem. That's why I scream about this. That's why I get so mad about this shit, bro. Because it literally is the epitome of I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and somehow I make more money. All right, now it's time. All right, throwing this in. Fuck it, we're doing it. We was gonna talk about black wealth. Fuck it, let's just, right here. I have, oh shit. I have people God, honest to earth, good people in my fucking life that have never been afforded opportunities as grand as they deserve because of purely money and optics. Oh, they don't present a certain way. Oh, they're not as exciting. They're not as, this, that. Oh, listen to the blah, blah, the bullshit, right? People like this get up and say the dumbest shit known to man. With clear evil intentions, clear like darkness in their heart, clear like the point of the antithesis of their statements is to directly do what they're doing to me right now, which is rile me up, get me upset, so they can talk about the liberal left and, how angry and toxic they are and how you shouldn't listen to them, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. But on the other end, like... What? You made money off that. There's advertising deals in that. That man probably saw more money this month than I've seen in the last 3 years. And he's allowed to just say that? He's allowed to just eschew that? That's the standard to which we live? Somebody said to me, and we're going to talk about it as a YouTube comment that I really want to break down for this specific reason. I bet you wouldn't say these things to their faces. What do you think I'm making the content for? What do you think I'm doing here? Do you think that there is not any... Okay, tell you what. I'll go half and half with you on that. I might not be as aggressive about it in person because there's no reason to scream if the target is right in front of my face. I know how to talk to people. But I would show the same level of fucking frustration. What are you saying? Now, I'm making fun of this because I intend to make fun of it. This kind of thing is stupid. It comes from a bunch of ideological zealots who don't care one whit about America's well-being, not one whit. So the story you invented is a lie. The position you have is a lie. I guarantee you if I go through my Facebook today, which I might end up doing, just because there's a topic I want to talk about. I guarantee you I can find posts from stupid people who will post this and say, yeah, this is real. And it's like, so who's really starting the culture war? Us, who are complaining about real life issues that you can see outside your front door? Or you, who's literally making shit up and making money off top of that? He get fired today, he got a mansion. I get fired tomorrow, I'm homeless. Until we fix that disparity, black people never gonna be equal. We're never going to be able to defeat the beast that is this.